How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into the channel. The final injury report for Week 16, Packers versus Saints Monday Night Football just came out, which include 4 questionable players, 2 out players for the Green Bay Packers, and one of the questionable players is unfortunately a new addition to the Packers injury report. And then for the Saints, 4 players that are out of this game and 1 questionable. I will be in Green Bay and going to this game on Monday night, so if you're in the area or going to the game, I'll be doing a meetup at the bar on Holmgren Way Monday early afternoon starting at 1:30 p.m. So if you're in the area and you want to come hang out, definitely stop on by. Also, if you guys have any cool tailgates going on before the game, let me know. You can DM me on Twitter and I'll definitely try to stop on by. All right, so without further ado, let's bring up the screen and we'll start with the Green Bay Packers injury report, of course. So we'll just start with the one that's the new addition, and that is Evan Williams was added to the injury report with a quadricep injury. Very unfortunate to see Evan Williams added to this report. He was limited today, so at least it wasn't a did not participate and he's out from this game, but he is listed as questionable. Back in Week 12, Evan Williams was on the injury report, of course, with the hamstring issue, now a quadricep issue. 2 separate injuries, not sure if it's the same leg. Obviously, when you have some injuries, lower legs, other muscles can be affected as well. So that's potentially the issue here. But again, not great to see him added to the injury report on the last day of practice. So we'll see if he'll be able to go on Monday night. Jaire Alexander is questionable, and this is a different questionable in my opinion because he actually practiced today on the last day of practice, whereas the last 2 weeks he practiced the first 2 days and then was out the 3rd day. And Matt LaFleur was asked specifically about Jaire Alexander and said, quote, "He practiced, we'll take a look at the tape and then make a decision." Then asked if he could play, he said potentially. We'll take a look at the tape, talk to the staff, and then make a decision. So of course Matt LaFleur is not going to give any real answers when asked about a player's availability for an upcoming game. And if the Packers have to sit Jaire one more week until Minnesota next week to cover up Justin Jefferson, I'm all on board for that. And if he's 100% able to play and is healthy, then I'm on board for that too. But we'll just have to wait and see until we get Jaire back on the field. Then the 2 players out for the Green Bay Packers. No surprises here. Safety Javon Bullard is out for the 2nd straight game with the ankle injury, and Quay Walker is out with his ankle injury he suffered last week. They didn't practice all week. We didn't expect them to, and we didn't expect them to be available in this game. Corey Ballantyne is questionable, as is Luke Musgrave. So maybe we'll see the return of Luke Musgrave this Monday. Now for the New Orleans Saints, and there are some big ones on this list. We kind of got an idea that this was going to happen. These players were going to be out for this game. Derek Carr is out of this game, and we already knew this. Spencer Rattler is going to be the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints on Monday. Alvin Kamara is out. It was listed as unlikely yesterday by head coach Darren Rizzi. I think a lot of us didn't expect him to be able to go, and that groin injury is more severe than they first thought. He is out of this game, so look for Kendre Miller to start at running back for them. Bub Means, one of their wide receivers, is out. Chris Olave is still out with the head injury, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling is actually questionable. Now, I'm sure he'll play. If he can, if he feels like he can. It's a chest/illness injury. It's against his former team in Green Bay. I'm sure MVS is going to play, but he has been their number 1 target. So if he's also out, man, I really don't know who they're going to trot out there at wide receiver. And Chase Young has been removed off the report, as has tight end Juwan Johnson. Chase Young also illness. It looks like illness kind of going around that team. Something to monitor, next week. We'll see if the Packers pop up with any illnesses there. But yeah, 3 really big players out for the New Orleans Saints. We didn't expect Chris Olave to return. Derek Carr, I didn't think was going to play, and Alvin Kamara, man, after I saw the injury last week and they're like, oh, it's nothing massive, I was like, okay, he'll still play against the Packers, but that's not the case. He's out of this game, and the Saints are really, really banged up, and you could see why the Packers are 14-point favorites. Now, hopefully they can actually go out there and win by multiple scores like they should. But that's the final injury report. I'm flying out to Green Bay tomorrow, so there won't be really any full-length videos like you see like this until probably next week after Christmas, but I will be out there creating some content. So if you see me out and about in Green Bay, definitely don't be afraid to come up and say hi. I'm very excited to get back to Green Bay, get back to Lambeau. I haven't been there in over a decade. But I appreciate you guys coming by to the channel. Hit the like button down below if you did enjoy it. I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.